Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So let's begin with the good news, the giveaway result that I was supposed to tell you guys. So this giveaway, the winner of this giveaway is Shivika. Shivika has been a strong support in my YouTube journey. She watches all my videos, comments on all my videos, and she even messages me on Instagram and tells me about what she liked and what posts she liked, what and other ideas and stuff. So yeah, I really want to thank you, Shivika, for being there for me. And yeah, please keep liking my videos, and I'm gonna try and make better videos from next time. And yeah, I love you and thank you so much. Thank you. So coming to today's video, and since it's Monday, I thought I should do a Girl Talk Monday video because it's been ages since I've done that. So today I'm going to talk about my my journey of studying abroad. Now somebody asked me to make this video way back, but I didn't do that because I wanted to do research and I didn't know exactly how to approach it, but then I realized it's more about my journey. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about my journey today. I'm gonna talk about where I went and how was that year. So I did my master's from UK. I went to University of Warwick in the year 2012. Wow, it's been really long. I have become really old. Yeah, so so yeah, I went to do my master's in law, and I had done my undergrad in law from a national law university in India. It's in Raipur, Hidayatullah National Law University, and then I went to Warwick to do my master's. So I actually wasn't sure that I wanted to do masters. I wanted to do something else back then, career-wise. So, but then I kept my options open. I was a little confused about this. My parents really wanted me to go. So yeah, I applied to some universities. I didn't apply to a lot of universities. And the basic procedure was, as it is for all the other universities, that you write a statement of purpose, which is like an essay on yourself and what you want to do, why do you want to take up this course, why in this university, and all of that. So I did that, and then you have to submit your mark sheets and stuff. And depending on the institution, they'll either take your interview or they'll just send you an offer letter. You also give either IELTS or IELTS or TOEFL. So I gave IELTS, and that's an English exam, so they just want to check if you can speak in English, which I think most of us can. And it's not a very difficult exam. I remember I was having fun the day before, and I didn't really prepare for the exam because it's not very difficult. But yeah, I did have a book, and there were some mock tests and stuff that I did work on. So I did that bit, and then you apply for. Basically, you get the confirmation, the final offer letter, and then you apply for your visa. So all that logistics go on, and then depending on the university, somebody will approach you and they'll tell you about the university. There might be orientation programs in different cities. I remember Warwick organized in 4 or 5 cities, I mean the metros, and I went to the one in Delhi, and I met a lot of students there. Now, not all of them were from the law program, most of them were from different programs, but it was fun because you got to meet a lot of fellow students, and you could make friends because I was gonna go alone. I'd never been to UK before that, and I'd never been abroad alone before that. So, and I hadn't been abroad like a zillion times before that. So it was a relatively new experience for me going abroad and all of that. I'd been out like once or twice and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so it's not very difficult. You make friends. There were Facebook groups, so you could talk to people about your concerns, which flight to book. You could like book with friends and stuff. And you sort of get to know people before you reach there. And there was like an Indian group, and then there was an international Warwick group. where you can meet your classmates who are going to take up the same courses and stuff. So that happened. I remember when I reached there, I was at the airport. I couldn't find where the exit was. I was supposed to take a particular exit to go to a lodge where I'd booked a room, because the bus from my university would pick all of us up from London. Let me take a breath. Yeah, so the bus was gonna pick us up from London the next day. So I had to just spend the night somewhere in London, and I booked a lodge with some of my friends, and I couldn't figure out the exit. So that was the only part where I felt scared of. I felt like, okay, this might be difficult. Yeah, but it was for like 5 minutes, and then I figured it out. I'm sorry, the video is going to be a little long because it's about a whole year. So and then I went to Warwick. There were orientation programs there as well, so you get to meet a lot of people. You have to be proactive about making friends and making contacts. So it was like you have to approach people, you have to talk to them, and then try and build relationships. So yeah, I did that. And then coming to my academics, I had to choose 6 subjects, and then there was this dissertation that I had to work on. And the mode of teaching is very different. They give you modules, so you have like big modules to read, and then they have essays and articles in that, and you prepare before you go to a class. It's not like you get homework, but you know that you have to read like 10 essays before the class. And the classes don't happen every day, they happen like once a week or twice a week for one subject. So that's how it's separated. And then you have 3 terms or 2 terms depending on the university again. It's usually 3 terms. And I mean, in UK it's 3 terms. I'm not sure if US has the same. I think they have 2. So yeah, depending on that, you have different kind of subjects, and then you can have exams, or you can have you have to write an article or a project in the end, and that's how you'll be graded. So there's a lot of proactive studying as well that is involved. Now, coming on to living but on your own and stuff, that can get tricky because you're supposed to make your breakfast, lunch, and dinner by yourself, or you can like form a group and do that with your friends. Now, I was living on campus accommodation. People can live on off campus as well. It's slightly cheaper, but it was more convenient. Since mine was for 1 year, it was more convenient for me to just go to live on campus, because then I wouldn't have to. I mean, I didn't know about the country, so it was just easier to do that. And a lot of people did that for some time and then moved outside. You can do that as well, and it's more fun to be living in a group of friends. I did feel lonely because, yeah, you had to do everything on your own, and when there were exams and stuff, it would get lonely. Your friends would go to different places, and when you fall sick, you have to take care of yourself, and you have to manage your funds, so the amount of groceries you buy. And it really depends on you how much you want to spend, because I've spent months where I've lived with like the bare minimum amount, and then I've spent like enough to like go to parties almost every weekend. Don't tell my parents. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun as well. It's fun living alone, because you can go out with your friends and enjoy. There's nobody telling you to come back at a certain time, or wear this or wear that, or do this or do that. But you have to be your own parent when you're living outside. You have to take care of yourself that way. So yeah. And then UK being a beautiful place, it was very easy to get distracted and wanting to travel and stuff. But it was good in both ways, because you could get distracted from all the sadness of being alone and being away from family, especially during Diwali and all those festivals where everybody in the family is having fun, or birthdays and stuff. But yeah, it was a fun time. It was fun. Yeah, you can. It totally depends on you. But it totally depends on you and your perspective, and you can make your own journey out of it. I actually traveled a lot. I went to Scotland and Ireland with my cousin and my friends on a girls trip. And then I went to other parts in Europe. I went to France and Italy and Netherlands with another bunch of friends. And so I was traveling a lot. Coming to working and all of that, you do get certain amount of hours that you can work. It's not very easy to find work. It's not easy to manage work and studies together, depending on your course again. So I did work only once and I did earn around £10 or something. But that was more for the experience of working or doing a part time, and that was it. You could work and you can find work, but it's not very easy. I did it towards the end of my term when I had a lot of time on my hand. And you can participate in other activities as well. There were so many groups and societies in my college. There was dance, there was karate, there was pole dancing, there was belly dancing, there were arts, there were like debate societies and literary societies and a lot of fun stuff. So you guys can, I mean, you can choose according to your interest, and it's fun. And you can find internships, and you can apply for jobs, because when you go out and if you have the intention of staying in that country, you have to start from day one, or in fact even before reaching. I know some of my friends who got job in UK, and it wasn't easy to get job back then. It's not easy even now. People did apply even before reaching Warwick. They had their CVs ready. There were so many career fairs, and they used to go there. So yeah, academic wise, that's what people did. And yeah, it was a fun time. It's one of the most memorable years of my life, because I got to know myself so much more. Because you know, when you're living with your parents, a lot of things get taken care of. But you know, when you pick up a glass of water and you have to go and wash it yourself every single time, then you realize a lot of things, and you're grateful for a lot of things that you get to do when you're in India with your parents. So yeah, that's how it was. It was a fun year. I did have a lot of I mean, I felt lonely a lot of times, and I was sad a lot of times, and stressed about things a lot of times. But I made some really awesome friends, and I'm in touch with them even now. And if I have any problem or anything, I just call them. And a really nice time, and I you really make some really great friends. So yeah, if you're planning to go and if you have any questions, as I mentioned earlier, you can leave them in the comment box below. I'm going to ask all my friends who've studied abroad. I can ask Abhinav as well. He went to University of Cambridge and Carnegie Mellon, so he's been to both US and UK, so he can give you a better perspective on things. And let me know if you need any help. And as always, like, subscribe, and share my video. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.